Today, we're unpacking the absolute ultimate framework for finding your life's purpose. Look, if you're feeling tired of just going through the motions every day and you really want to take back control, you are exactly in the right place. Let's dive right into the source material and uncover some incredible insights that could fundamentally shift how you plan your entire future.
Section 1. The Lost 10 Years. Let's talk about a hidden cost.
Okay, so before we even get into finding your purpose, we've got to look at a massive cost that's just lurking in your daily routine. 10 entire years. According to the data, if you spend just 4 hours a day looking at your phone, and let's be honest, that's pretty average, maybe even on the low side for a lot of us today, and you assume an average lifespan of about 70 years, you are literally throwing away a full decade of your life staring at a screen. I mean, let that sink in for a second. 10 whole years completely vanished into the scrolling abyss. It's a huge wake-up call about why we desperately need a compelling reason to put the phones down and actually start living.
Picture this for a second. Imagine two ships out on the water. One has a crystal clear destination, and the other one doesn't. Now that second ship, it might have a full, incredibly hardworking crew, a perfectly running engine, tons of fuel, the whole shebang. But without a destination, what actually happens to it? It just drifts. A strong breeze blows west, so it goes west. A luxury cruise liner sails past, so it just aimlessly follows it for a while. Eventually, it burns through all its fuel, exhausts its crew completely, but it goes absolutely nowhere. The source material points out that this is exactly what human life is like without a purpose. You exert all this energy, you work so hard, but you're really just drifting.
Section 2, the power of a goal and how it transforms your potential. Having a purpose completely transforms your potential. And hey, this isn't just cheap motivational poster talk, right? The science absolutely backs this up. Tracing the research all the way back to 1908, author Napoleon Hill spent 20 years interviewing over 500 self-made millionaires. We're talking titans like Henry Ford and Andrew Carnegie. And he found one single common trait among every single one of them: a crystal clear life purpose. Fast forward to the 1960s, the renowned psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi spent his whole career studying happiness. And he discovered that true joy doesn't actually come from money. It comes from being deeply engaged in a purposeful activity. And then, get this, a 2014 scientific study revealed that having a clear life purpose can literally increase your lifespan by 5 to 7 years. It actually keeps you alive longer.
But here's where it gets wild. A clear purpose isn't just some motivational tool. It's a biological hack. When you have a deep emotional connection to a goal, your brain literally wires itself to learn 4 to 5 times faster. When you genuinely care about what you're trying to achieve, you're going to effortlessly outperform 90% of the people around you. Why? Simply because your brain is absorbing and processing information at warp speed.
Let's look at what that intense focus looks like in the real world, using some of Bangladesh's most legendary entrepreneurs. Mustafa Kamal, he started out as a simple tutor and built the massive Meghna Group. Sufi Mizanur Rahman was earning a meager 100 taka salary before he built the PHP Group. And Sheikh Akijuddin literally slept at train stations. No way around it. He started from nothing. Yet he founded the Akij Group, an absolute empire that now employs over 70,000 people. These aren't just cool success stories. They are rock-solid proof of what an unwavering life purpose can achieve, no matter how incredibly humble your beginnings are.
Section 3. The 3 golden questions to help you find your calling. So the big question, how do you actually find this purpose for yourself? Well, the source material gives us 3 profoundly simple questions to cut through all the noise. Here's question number 1. When you look around the world, what is the one thing that feels fundamentally wrong to you and desperately needs to change? Take a second and really think about that. Is it a massive flaw in the education system? Is it cruelty to animals? Is it this growing epidemic of social media addiction we talked about? Whatever angers you or breaks your heart, that identifies your core values. Fixing that specific problem, that's the foundation of your life's main mission.
All right, moving on to question number 2. What activity or thought makes you completely lose track of time? Think about when you're in that absolute state of flow. Maybe it's when you're writing or deep in a complex political discussion, or maybe it's just when you're selflessly helping someone else out. Figuring this out uncovers your deepest, most authentic inner interests. It basically shows you what your brain is naturally wired to enjoy doing.
And finally, question 3. This one's heavy, but it's the most profound. At the end of your life, what must you have done to die without any regrets? This acts as the ultimate filter for every single decision you make from here on out. Are you going to regret letting the fear of failure hold you back? Will you regret not dedicating your time to human welfare? If you know what's going to give you peace on your deathbed, you know exactly what you need to be doing today.
Now here's a massive hint from the source to help you answer these. True, meaningful goals are almost always connected to helping other people. It goes way beyond just your own personal peace and what you can consume. For context, the creator of the source material shared their own answers. They hated the flaws in the education system, they lost track of time learning and making videos, and they wanted to die knowing they helped others learn. And then, they linked those exact answers to a sustainable income by becoming a content creator. Your answers should ultimately connect to a way to sustain yourself financially too. It's all about bridging that gap between your passion and reality.
Section 4, the perfect plan. Time for the execution phase. Having a dream is wonderful, but to make it actually happen, the source outlines this simple, incredibly effective 4-step framework. Step 1, what exactly do you want? Step 2, why do you want it? Like, what is your true driving force? Step 3, when do you want it by? You need an absolute deadline. And step 4, how will you get it? What is the specific roadmap? Getting total clarity on these 4 steps is exactly what builds the bridge between where you're standing right now and your ultimate destination. And if you're a little skeptical about the power of a written plan, get this. Research shows that simply having a specific roadmap and a hard deadline increases your probability of achieving your goal by up to 42%. Boom! It moves you from just crossing your fingers and hoping for success to actively engineering it. Actually writing down the when and the how completely changes the statistical odds in your favor.
Section 5, the ultimate truth of life, an unchangeable reality.
All right, it's time to face one hard, unchangeable fact. Do not waste your limited time living someone else's life. Time is finite, guys. It's running out for all of us, with every single second that passes. You literally cannot afford to suppress your own desires and your own purpose just to satisfy other people's opinions or meet societal expectations. You have exactly one life, and it belongs completely to you.
We're wrapping up this explainer with a heavy-hitting quote from Steve Jobs that was highlighted in the source. If you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right. Let that really resonate with you for a moment. We are all heading toward the exact same final destination. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. If you knew for an absolute fact that your ship was running out of fuel, what would you change about your heading today?